Hi, and welcome back to episode 7. Can you believe it?
7?
That's 6 weeks down. This is crazy.
We're consistent.
Every Friday, we're releasing an episode. We're glad you're along for the journey. If this is your first one, we are Swift Family Robeson Expedition. And we're a family of 7. So we have 5 children, traveling full time. She's travel nursing. We're road schooling. So we're focused on hands-on learning and adventure. And then also just experiencing the beauty of North America. There's a lot of sacrifice that comes with doing what we're doing, but we're hoping that the enriching experiences and the memories that we're making when this is all done, we don't know how long it's going to last. Everyone will say that was worth it. We hope you caught last week's episode number 6, which was the tour of our house on wheels, our rig.
Yes. We did not know that it took that long. There's a lot of work that went into this Santa Maria beauty.
Yeah, she's a beaut.
The first couple of weeks that we were here, I was like, oh no, what have I done? Because it was rainy and the kids were stuck inside and
it was a little too cool.
It was a little bit too cool. You couldn't swim. I was a little bit nervous about how the kids were going to get used to this new lifestyle, whether they were going to like it long term or not. This place is fantastic. It has rules that they really go by, and it just made us feel safe.
Yeah, it's all about family friendly and safety for kids. So thumbs up, Tidewater Campground. Real quick camera angle change. We noticed how bright it was. Pardon our novice videography. Now you get the beautiful view here. Well, a big part of settling into a campground, it's just like buying a house. You shop in real estate, you can be a little nervous about your neighbors because you're making a big commitment. You know, this is where you're going to raise your family. What do they like next door or down the street?
Are there kids? Is it safe? Am I going to be parked next to the old people that hate children?
Settling into a campground is a lot like that. It's a lot like a neighborhood. You know, we're following a different model. Unlike a lot of people who are full-time in an RV, we park at a place for 4 months, for a season, just depending on her job contract. It's 4 months, and this is the people that are, you know, their kids are going to play with our kids. You know, do we feel safe? And so it's a bigger decision, we feel like, the whole settling in.
But it's like, you just gotta jump right in and hope that everything's gonna be okay. Job, neighbors, playground, weather.
Neighborhood.
Yeah. So there was a lot of moving parts, and we just had to hope for the best.
We got lucky here. I feel like, you know, like our neighbors on both sides, both seasonal. We've told some stories in previous episodes about the kindness and the way they have impacted us. You know, it's inspired us. You know, we're trying to be more like these folks who are
and
helpful.
As we gain knowledge, just pass it along, pay it forward. And luckily the kids have had interactions with other children and campers that they will remain lifelong friends. And we just hope that they see it like we see it.
Being seasonal is awesome. Being able to pay for 4 months, 5 months at a time. I did the math. It basically here it boiled down to about $21 a night. That's hard to beat for full hookups. Now we still have an electric bill here, but in comparison to if you've done any research or metrics in comparison to other families that travel full time, that is super economical. So
Beautiful.
Yeah, seasonal is awesome. It also affords us the opportunity to dig into the local community a little bit more, and learn the culture a little bit better, and say, okay, we have 4 or 5 months in this area. Let's prioritize. Yeah, let's divide and conquer, and we make our own, seasonal list of fun adventures that we're going to take our kids on. We talk about how they fit into our road schooling model. It's a really cool thing.
You can see the light bulb go off in their brain when they're like, oh, that, they connect the dots in their head about the Constitution and a certain war or a certain general. And the area that we're in is so fantastic.
Another part of settling in for us is settling into a new job. You left an awesome employment situation.
Did.
It's one of the great sacrifices.
Loved my job. Loved the people I worked with.
That's got to be one of the most nerve-wracking things about travel nursing, travel employment, is you're walking into a whole new situation, new boss, new coworkers, new everything. I just can't even imagine that. Every 4 or 5 months.
I currently work at Portsmouth Regional Hospital in the cardiovascular surgical suites. So we do heart surgery, and my team is amazing.
But it's not always glorious, is it? You remember when we...
Yeah, my first weekend on call, I just got hammered. I just finished an all-nighter at the hospital. My first weekend of call, I don't even know how many hours I put in. I worked with a really good group. You can't ask for better than that. They have good technique, and they care, and they're just really competent, very good to work with. I could go home now, unless I can find something to eat on the way. I'm hungry. Always going to be ups and downs for any aspect of what we're doing, and there's going to be rainy days. You take it as it comes, and you make the best of it, and move on. And I think that this whole model is really teaching us to adapt more quickly.
Yep.
In the midst of all those things.
The Portsmouth Harbor Cruise was one of the cool experiences we had early on when we got here, and we were looking forward to it because of the history. It's a boat ride, it's beautiful. They highlighted several really key historical sites that you could see from the water, which is a unique perspective, and they had a lot of really good general information.
All aboard!
We just boarded Portsmouth Harbor Cruise. Here comes the captain. Let the captain through. You guys ready for this cruise?
Good afternoon and welcome aboard the Heritage. Lift bridge. Those counterweights moving down inside of those towers. Each counterweight weighs 1.3 million pounds. They're traveling downriver now along the Piscataqua River. This river is the natural border between Maine and New Hampshire. To our right, of course, Portsmouth, and to our left, Kittery, Maine. This is the oldest naval shipyard in the country. They opened in 1800. This is where they overhaul, repair, and decommission Los Angeles class and Virginia class fast attack submarines.
The history that came alive right there. A boat ride is always great. But when you're touring through the ports and looking at these forts, like one fort after the next, I got a little bit teary-eyed, and I'm not even a history buff. It's amazing.
After Major Andrew McClary of Epsom, New Hampshire, he was the highest ranking American officer killed at the Battle of Bunker Hill. And white structure up there dates back to 1820.
One of the first spots we saw was Fort Constitution.
And it had been there since the 1600s. It was all in honor of William and Mary and honoring Great Britain. And then it was renamed several times. But the most famous raid there was 1774 when Paul Revere came to say the British are coming. They're coming to fortify this fort. Townspeople came in droves and overpowered 5 men. It was 6, but 1 was sick. That's what I learned. It was just so neat for us to say, look over there. This has been here since before the Declaration of Independence. I just got the chills. It was so great to see. And also while we're on this tour, we see not only the lighthouse at Fort Constitution, but there's the Whaleback Lighthouse a little bit further out.
Yeah, Whaleback's like 60 feet high. It was built in 1870. It's like 5 feet thick of dovetail granite.
And it's just so beautiful. They're all so different and gorgeous.
October of 1991, I believe, waves crashed over the top of it. So this thing is...
Did they have to repair it?
A monster. Yeah, they had to do some. So the Whaleback Lighthouse is right on the border. It's on the Piscataqua River in the harbor between New Hampshire. Did I say that right? Piscataqua. Between New Hampshire and Maine. That is the southernmost lighthouse in Maine. There's the Nubble and others that are more famous further north in Maine, but this is the last stop before New Hampshire.
All right, so how are you liking this?
Well, the cruise is beautiful.
Before the Constitution was signed, this is how old this place is. Amazing.
One of the things I was a little apprehensive about going into this trip was like family celebrations, you know, birthdays, Christmas, all that stuff. What's that going to be like? And so Eli's birthday in June was the first that...
the first birthday.
Yeah, the first that we had to really confront that, you know, being away from family and his friends that we would normally invite to a party and making new friends. How do you handle that? So it went great. I don't think he felt, slighted or like, oh, my birthday's so less.
I think we did enough.
Yeah.
Right? Okay, where are we going this morning?
Apple crust.
What are we going to get?
Donuts.
Apple cider donuts. We have heard that they are awesome, and we are doing that to celebrate
Eli's birthday.
The cider donuts is like the thing you gotta try, right?
Go get the cider donuts.
So we were asking around, where's the best one? Apple crust was one of the places that popped up, homemade, and this is a gorgeous place for the kids to learn how local farms turn their produce into commerce.
Apple Crust Farm Orchards. They have beautiful flowers, apples, strawberries, and most of all, exciting cider donuts. You ready? Mm-hmm.
Lay out those blue suede shoes, and everything you want to say over them blue suede shoes. Yeah, 1 for the money, 2
How
for
is
the
it,
show. Get ready and go get cause of you. Learn my blue suede shoes, and everything you want to say over them blue suede shoes. Yeah, 1 for the money, 2 for the show. Get ready and go get cause.
The next thing we did after the Apple Crust Farms for Eli's birthday was just putt-putt and ice cream. The Robeson family challenge hit New Hampshire hard on the putt-putt course. And we won't say who came out ahead. Eli had a great time, and so, we only hit the ball in the water a couple times, and, I had to dig kids out of the fountain, and it was fun. So we brought a change of clothes. We were good.
All
right, let's go. You want to go see the castle?
Yeah.
Come on, let's go this way.
Woo! says, "We love you." This much. Like, then put like on. This is an awesome gift. Can we go play now? Straight up.
A highlight of our first couple weeks here, digging even further into history, was getting to see a naval submarine called the USS Albacore. And the day that we went to tour it, actually, some of the original guys who served on it were there. They had a tent set up, so I got to go over and talk to them.
Like, I thought, oh, this is going to be some little hokey museum and they're not going to, everything's going to be roped off. No, it was totally open.
And it was reasonably priced for a family. It wasn't bad at all. It didn't break the bank.
The kids went in and there were so many people there to tell you more about the history. And it was real hands-on. They thought it was the coolest thing ever.
Checking out the USS Albacore. We're going to get on this submarine here in Portsmouth, New Hampshire.
Notice two counter-rotating propellers and a rudder and dive planes in an X configuration. The X stern and two propellers were respectively parts of the third
Entrance of the submarine. I don't quite fit.
It's pretty cool, right?
Yeah.
Going down, I'm changing the depth.
Going down and changing depth. Mom, this is my favorite room. You have to come in here. Okay, it's a gaming room / kitchen. They've got a grill and a coffee maker and a brewing station. This is the
galley.
The galley. And this, I'm pretty sure this is a grill. This is an area where you set your cooked stuff. Then you got sink, more storage up here. Pretty sure this is a brewing
I think that's a mixing bowl.
Yeah, this is the mixing bowl.
Yeah.
This is a
Very important coffee.
Yeah, this is a very important coffee. Then over here, we have a gaming area. Wow, look at this. So we got a bunch of switches down. This is where we look out, and you can see on top of the roof.
Do you see anything? Do you see anything?
Yes, she's on top of the roof.
Do you maybe feel better about RV living after being on USS Albacore?
We have lots of space.
We have lots of space where we are. I don't know what we're complaining about.
Survived the 3-foot door for a 7-foot man. It's hands-on experiences like that where you get to, taste, touch, feel, walk through. You can talk about submarines in a book in your homeschool and teach your kids about it, but to be able to walk through one and then meet naval officers, talk to people who are informed about current naval technology. We're just down the river from the Navy base.
The USS Albacore was such an amazing feat of engineering at the time.
Right.
So it was really cool to see how things had developed throughout history, and the kids could see it and touch it and experience it with us.
Thanks for joining us for episode 7. We hope you had as much fun watching it as we had making the episode. We're enjoying ourselves and sharing our journey. We are already fired up about what we're sharing with you next week. We are really climbing new heights. No hints, but
we're going to do some major stuff.
We're going to do some major.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
I can't figure out what it goes to.
You broke the USS Albacore.
Oh, no.
That's Deanna pulling in from work. We've had a bit of a debate here at this campground because the posted speed limit is walking speed, not a number, just walking speed. And, well, people who are 80 walk at a much different speed than people who are 40 or 15. And as you can see, Deanna's sticking with the senior citizen version of walking. I, however, tend to get in trouble because I like to drive at 6 miles an hour. Disney walking speed.
waiting for you to go, hi, welcome.
Hi, welcome.
See?
I was looking at last week's footage and I really sound that way.
You sound great.
If you want to know how you really sound to people, just start a YouTube channel and you'll figure it out.
And they'll tell you. Your spouse will tell you.
Alfalfa.
Are you talking about me?
I'm looking at that pea stick.
Oh. You see, there's a bee on my head. No.
Where?
He was buzzing on me.
Yeah,
It's our chair. It's foggy, so I can't really see it.
it is.
I like how you can see the solitude. When we first ventured out on this, I don't know if we ever told you, we had a friend who says, well, it's a good thing that it says solitude on the outside because you're not going to get on the inside. I thought that was great. I've used that line a couple of times.
Thanks, Matt.
Yeah.